It seems like every day we inch closer and closer to hearing something new for Marvel Spider-Man 2, and the other day Twitter erupted over a massive rumor that came out via a tweet from Hip Hop Gamer, who apparently has a history of accurate leaks when it comes to PlayStation titles. But despite this, he doesn't necessarily have the greatest track record, so do take this with a grain of salt. However, he has come out and said that he can confirm Spider-Man 2 from the legendary Insomniac games will feature and build upon the Ratchet and Clank World-Shifting, meaning get ready for the next level of what a multiverse looks like in gaming. So of course, Insomniac Games, the developers responsible for Marvel Spider-Man, also created Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which heavily used the PS5's next-gen capabilities to pull off instantaneous dimension shifting. It's safe to say that as a studio, this is something that they could definitely pull off again. He then goes on to say, also graphically and gameplay-wise, this is the most open and fluid experience you will see so far this generation. So if this rumor is true, we could see both Peter and Miles traverse through different realities within the multiverse. Other pieces of evidence that support this is how Insomniac's Spider-Man was seen in the Across the Spider-Verse trailer. He pulled off a short but sweet cameo during the pointing meme scene, so we know that there is some crossover there between the games and Sony's Spider-Verse. We also can't forget that Hasbro recently released a Miles Morales figurine for Spider-Man 2, with a description saying that he will discover allies and enemies across the multiverse. They since came out and said it was an error on their part and was meant for the upcoming Across the Spider-Verse film, but perhaps it wasn't a mistake after all. So what could the multiverse mean for Marvel Spider-Man 2? Well, we could get introduced to new characters like Spider-Gwen, who could potentially be a romantic interest for our boy Miles, and even the possibility to see some new villains and their variants. Personally, I would prefer them to leave the multiverse out of the game, because it already appears to have a sense of direction with Harry and Venom as well as Kraven the Hunter, so adding a ton of new multiversal elements could make it extremely messy and all over the place. Honestly, I think a lot of people will agree. It seems like the last few years has been multiverse this and multiverse that, and we are getting a new Spider-Verse film this year, so having a more traditional story is most likely what majority of us fans want. And if they want to explore the Spider-Verse, then they should set it up in Spider-Man 2 to be implemented into the third game in the series, or possibly even a spin-off title. This is just a rumor, and like I said earlier, take it with a grain of salt, and until we hear any official news from Sony and Insomniac themselves, nothing is confirmed for the sequel. Speaking of upcoming news, according to insiders, we should be expecting a PlayStation showcase to happen sometime before June, where Spider-Man 2 will be the headlining feature. It was initially meant to happen before E3, which has since been cancelled, but we should still expect it to take place in the coming month or so, and fingers crossed with some new gameplay or a trailer. PlayStation did just host a State of Play which included nothing Spider-Man related, so us fans are scratching at the door for literally anything regarding to Spider-Man 2. It's crazy to think that we haven't really seen anything for the game since that reveal trailer way back in 2021, but I have faith that the wait will be worth it, and I'm just pumped to see what Insomniac Games have in store for us. Also, if you're excited for the game, you'll want to check this video out here, where I go through 10 features that would make Spider-Man 2 perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and as always, take care.